20 years of your life, you were just a normal guy until a season appeared and a declaration of God's intent need to be made. Because what you call your purpose is God's intent. God's intent concerning your life is what you now call what? Your purpose. And a season will come, it is not informational that you dictate what is your purpose. Your purpose is not an informational discussion. Your purpose is not informational. Your purpose is something that needs to be declared. So you don't need to come and tell people, God told me this is my purpose. No, it needs to be declared by certain facilities. An attempt to tell people or share body the things you are feeling you should do is just, you will put yourself under depression, discouragement, futile effort. But a season will come, if the facility to declare the content of the burdens that God has placed in your heart has been made available, this kind of man doesn't need to tell people that this is what is his purpose, because the effulgence through his life as a result of the seal that is coming from eternity to make sure that a generation sees a declaration. That declaration is not the declaration of men, it is eternity that is speaking, that there is something we have in heart, and we have chosen this vessel as a vehicle to convey again our intent. So that season appears, and even the Christ of God needed to be declared. If not, he would have just passed us and we would think he's just another guy. We will not know that amongst us is another Deborah. The Bible said Deborah, wife of Lapidot, said, what? Judge in Israel. A day came, men escaped, but the Bible said, I, Deborah, stood a judge. Ikatuma Bakambodia. Zakatua. For starters, give me my family, oh God. And the sister will stay on her knees. Climb up. She's on her knees, but she climbed up high in the heavens where men cannot resist. The higher you climb to the throne, the higher you get to the place where Jesus stood and made a statement. He said, if I be lifted up, I will draw up. You are not gone high enough. That's why you say you cannot draw that one. There is nobody that cannot be drawn. No matter how far gone he is in darkness, just climb higher. If I be lifted up. So you begin to journey to that place where the Christ of God was lifted. From the ascension realm, even somebody in the mosque can be invoked. And as he want to say, he will say, Rabandaba, Sakatus, Faradabata, Iskabana. From Akuba to tongues, to raising the dead. What you will know is that a woman stayed on her knees. My sister met me and shared a vision that God showed her. He said that God showed her a young boy that will be you don't know the power of what we are doing. She has risen to a point in God that God is trusting her with his agenda in the next 25 years. He said the young man will rise from Japan, and at the age of 12 he will be born again if she prays. At the age of 16 he will start realizing his destiny. At the age of 20-something, he will become a tool in the technology field for God to recover what Satan wants to do in darkness in these last days. But when God is training you in intercession, you don't know that there are destinies in China, in Japan, that is implicated by your priesthood. He said, if you will pray, she will be born again. Are you seeing the scope of what we are doing? You see how he's enlarging? That young man will appear one day and think it's all about him. He will know that men have tarried for 10 years. So when the tech field begins to experience the revival that will be coming from that young man, they will not remember that that technology revival came from the knees of a young lady. Sister, keep calling. You don't know. You don't know whether the next president of China is depending on your prayer. And God is already mapping out his plan for the next 40 years. And he started now. Are you hearing what I'm saying? A day will come, a declaration will be made concerning the destinies that you are carrying. Can we trap grace in this season?